Hello, good evening. I hope you had a wonderful day. We're back for the recap, and let's start with XAUSD. Though it was not the first pair I traded today, but I had one trade on XAUSD because of you know this move right here is the last impulse to the downside that broke this low, and so far this high does not close below this. It's not candle close below this previous high here. So I saw an entry position here. It was like the third trade I took today on the 15-minute time frame. This is the entry. You can see the bearish engulfing. I got in late and I didn't do up to 1:1. Price did fall after my entry and it was running well, but I'm like a few pips away from breaking even and price went otherwise. So this was a loss for me today on XAUSD. On Euro USD also, this right here, I took a sell of this and this was not supposed to be. Yeah, if there is any mistake I made today, it's on Euro USD. The sell I took off was not the engulfing, the ideal engulfing candle. So it was after the position was open, then I saw it very well clearly that so I just for every position I take, I've accepted the loss already. You get, so that was how it happens, and I took a loss of these two. The price later came, fell to the downside in alignment with the 4-hour structure, but the sell I took there was a loss. And so far, this high is still valid. There is no close above it yet. On USD JPY, for me, it could have been, you know, the savior position. In the 15-minute time frame, I saw this entry. I took a good buy here, went pretty well, and I did 1:2. Then I break even and price came back into it, took me out of the position here. You can see. So I got out of the position here. Then he came, he gave another entry here, and that was a nice one. So it was very fast. I could not catch it in time, and I think there was news during the close of this particular candle. So this other large candle came in very fast, and it was just moving too fast. Then it's not ideal for me to calculate my risks appropriately. So I did leave it to get to this stage. Then I placed a buy limit here, and price came like a peep or two away to trigger my entry, then made the reversal, and that was it. I was not part of this move, and but the second was a break-even position for me. This also I was not part of it. Though even if I happen to get the entry, I'll probably be even on it too because it didn't go up to 1:3. Then this reversal came back. It's obviously going to take me out at the entry level, and that was the loss I had on USD JPY today. So on the 4-hour, let's still see where we are. It's still on the bull side, and I'll still be actively looking for buying opportunities on USD JPY. On GB card on the 4-hour, this long range and has been here for a very long time now, and price has refused to break either above it or below it. So anything I see that points to selling on GB card for me is value so far. From that moment here, I've been into I've been looking forward to see selling opportunities, and you know I took one here last week. It was a loss. So I saw another one here recently, though I had no trade on QB card, but this is one here. You can see the bearish engulfing candle, and obviously I believe this should run 1:3. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, it did. It did exactly 1:3 then reverse, so it's enough for me to get my first partial out. And you know, tomorrow I'll still continue looking for good entries to take a sell position on GBP card. Likewise on GBAUD, it was the position I took on the 15-minute time frame. The clearer the candles are and the lesser the randomness is. So this entry right here was what I followed, took a sell, almost broke even, then the reversal came, took me out, was a loss for me also. Whoa, yeah. On ADSD, let's see where we stand. On the forward, this range is still very valid, and this low here, there is nothing below it. Yeah, there's nothing below this low. This low here is still very valid. You can see there's no candle close below it, so maybe price is just coming back into the supply zone, and I'll patiently be waiting to see the reversal or the break of structure to the upside. On GBP today, there were not much entries, but this is one right here on the 15-minute time frame, and it didn't do up to, it might not do up to 1:3, but it's enough to break even. And if you happen to be taking a profit earlier than I do, you're going to make some money off it. And presently, this is another one that just formed on the 15-minute time frame and happens to be look like a good entry. You can take a sell off this. That's like 2.9 pips, enough for you to, few pips in no time. 1:5 is done. So I'll just leave there. I'll see what happens tomorrow morning. Leave that there. And on USD card, this was a markup for me. This was the position I saw, I think almost the same time I saw the one on, was it in the morning? Yes, I saw this in the morning. And then I was on another entry. I had another open position running risk, so I could not overload my entries. And this happens to be, like I said earlier, the savior trades. And you can see did 1:3, then went to 1:5 straight before any reversal. This is the kind of the move I anticipate. Once the candle just form one after the other, you break even here, the next candle forms. You get what I'm saying? And that's an ideal buy position for me. This is a perfect one. And so far, tomorrow also, so far we are still within. Okay, now the forward we have a break of structure to be upside. Yeah, this is a break to the upside, and this is our new protected low. This is our new protected low, and now we have a break to the upside here. Yeah, that's a break of structure. So we've broken above this high, formed a new higher high, and that was powered by this low. So either price come and take this high out, or we continue to break to the upside. Then we start continue looking for bullish entries. And on USD CHF, today on the 1 hour, I also had an opportunity to take a buy position of this, but then I chose Euro USD instead because it kind of aligned more to me than what was happening on USD CHF. And this is the buy entry I left for Euro USD, and as you can see, like it was an ideal entry. So just forming one candle at a time. After breaking even, never came back into the entry. Then boom, did 1:5. So I left. Today is what we call, is the example of when they say you leave money on the table. I left a lot of money on the table today, and for me, it's part of the trading. Sometimes you might even be right, but you take losses, and it's inevitable. So the trades will come, the right runners will come, and you're going to make your money off that. So thank you for joining this evening recap session. And I'll say again, if there's any mistake I think I make, it was taking the Euro USD sell, because the bearish engulfing I followed was not really engulfing it while I thought it was. And so after the entry was triggered, I noticed it was not the valid entry I was looking for. And that was that. So today I had some losses, and because my risks, I don't risk more than I can lose. So it's still a little lower on my account, and in no time I'll be back and running. So thank you for joining this evening session. Hope to see you tomorrow morning, 7:30 a.m. West African time.